Let's see question number 5. In a classroom, four friends are seated at the points A, B, C, and D as shown in the figure. Champa and Chamili walks into the class and after observing for a few minutes, Champa asks Chamili, "Don't you think ABCD is a square?" Chamili disagrees. Using distance formula, find which of them is correct. Okay. There are four friends are sitting in the classroom at the points A, B, C, and D respectively. Okay. First of all, find the coordinates of those 4 points. A point having the coordinate 3 comma 4. First of all, we have to write the x coordinate then y coordinate. Okay, so it is 3 comma 4. And what about B friend? That B point refers the coordinates 6, because first we need to write the x coordinate 6 and then 7. So 6 comma 7. And what about a C point? C point refers 9 comma 4. Okay, first x coordinate, later y coordinate. And what about D point? 6 comma 1. Okay, write separately. So we observed the four friends are sitting in the points A, B, C, and D with the coordinates. A is what? 3 comma 4, and point B is 6 comma 7, and point C is 9 comma 4, and finally point D is 6 comma 1. Okay. Next, there is a conversation between Champa and Chamili. So they walks into the classroom and they made a conversation. After a few moments, Champa says to Chamili, he said ABCD is a square. Okay, first of all, okay, fine. Next, Chamili disagrees. Chamili says it is not a square. Using distance formula, we all know distance formula. What is the formula? 2-point formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Using the distance formula, we can find the distance between 2 points. So we can find the distance between A and B because A is 1 point and B is another point. Similarly, we can find the distance of BC, and similarly we can find the distance of CD and then AD distance. Okay. Okay. Then Champa says it is a square, but Chamili disagrees. How to find it is a square? After finding the distance, if all the lengths are equal, then we can say it is a square. Okay. If all sides are equal, that means all distance, all lengths are equal, then we can say it is a square. But not only those four things uh, are enough. We need to find the length of the diagonals also. Okay, the length of the diagonals also should be same. Okay, which means, listen, a square must have all sides are equal and also the length of the diagonals also equal. If the length of the diagonal varies, it becomes a rhombus. See, in rhombus and square, there is only a slight difference. This is square and this one is rhombus. Finding all the four sides length, that is not enough in square. We need to find the length of the diagonals also. Why? Because in square, all the length of the sides are equal and length of the diagonals are also equal. Rhombus is all sides are equal, but the length of the diagonals are not equal. This is the leading diagonal. This is larger than when compared to this diagonal. Okay, the length of the diagonal will vary, then it is called a rhombus. So we need to find the length of the diagonals also. A rhombus is nothing but the tilted version of square. Okay, and also in a square all the angles are 90 degree, but in a rhombus all the angles are not 90 degree. Two angles are acute angle and two angles are obtuse angle. Okay, similarly for rectangle opposite sides are equal All angles are 90 degree. Length of the diagonals are equal. But in parallelogram, it is nothing but the tilted version of rectangle. Opposite sides are equal, but the length of the diagonals are not equal. Length of the diagonals are not equal. So the leading diagonal is larger than the other diagonal. Okay. So this is a parallelogram is a tilted version of rectangle. Rhombus is the tilted version of square. Okay. And also in parallelogram, two angles are acute angle and two angles are obtuse angle. The angles are not 90 degree. Okay. That's why we need to find the length of the diagonals also. Not you should not stop finding the distance of sides alone. You need to find the distance of what is this diagonals also. So what do you mean by diagonals? A line segment connecting two non-consecutive vertices is called a diagonal. Okay. Consecutive vertices, a line segment, if a line segment connects a consecutive vertices is nothing but a side. A line segment which connects two non-consecutive vertices is called a diagonal. Okay. So in this question we need to find AB distance. So this distance, then BC distance, and CD distance, DA distance, and also the diagonals. What are the diagonals? AC and BD. BD. So so we need to find 6 distance. So in order to prove it is a square, AB must be equal to BC, BC must be equal to CD, and CD must be equal to DA. And also the diagonals AC must be equal to BD. Okay, let's find distance AB. Write the coordinates 3, 4, 6, 7. X1, Y1. This is X2, Y2. Using the distance formula, we can solve it. X2 minus X1, 6 minus 3 whole square plus 7 minus 4 whole square. Okay. 6 minus 3 is 3 square plus 7 minus 4 is again 3 square. We will get root of 3 square is 9 plus 3 square is 9. Sorry, 9. 3 square is 9. So root 18. Root 18 can be written as 2 into 9. Or else we can write 2 into 3 into 3. For one pair of 3, if we take square root, 1 3 will come out. So we can write this as 3. Inside the square root we will have 2. 3 root 2 units. We need to write units. Okay. So this is the distance of AB. 1. Take this equation 1. Next, distance BC. So write the coordinates. What is the coordinate of B? 6, 7. Then what is the coordinate of C? 9, 4. 9, 4. This is x1, y1. This is x2 and this one is y2. What is the distance formula? Root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So this is nothing but 9 minus 6 whole square plus y2 is 4, y1 is 7, 4 minus 7 whole square. So we are getting the values. 9 minus 6 is again 3 square plus 4 minus 7 is minus 3 whole square, because this is 7 is having the sign minus because 7 is the largest number. So 4 is having plus sign. We need to subtract the numbers and put the sign of the bigger number. Okay. Now we are getting the value 3 square is 9. Minus 3 whole square is minus 3 into minus 3. Minus 3 into minus 3 is plus 9. Or else if we are having even power, we can we can neglect the negative value. Okay, we can neglect the negative sign and we can find only the square of the particular value is enough. So root of 9 plus 9 is nothing but root 18. Again we can write this is 2 into 9 or 2 into 3 into 3. For one pair of 3 we can take 1 3 out. So we can write 3 root 2 units. Take this equation 2. Now find the distance of AB is over, BC is over. Now we have to find the distance of CD. Distance CD. Write the coordinates of C and D. 9, 4 and 6, 1. 9, 4 and 6, 1. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So using the same distance formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So x2 minus x1, 6 minus 9 whole square plus y2 minus y1 is 1 minus 4 whole square. So we are getting the value 6 minus 9 is minus 3 whole square plus 1 minus 4. This is plus 1, this one is minus 4. So we will get minus 3 again whole square. So we should not worry about the negative sign. 3 square is 9 and 3 square is 9. So again we are getting root 18. Don't stop here. Okay. Try to get a simplified version. So we have to write 18 as 2 into 3 into 3. So this can be written as 3 root 2 units. Take this equation 3. Then we need to find the distance dA. What is the coordinate? 6, 1. Coordinate of A is 3, 4. 3, 4. x1, y1, x2, y2. The same distance, 2-point distance formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. x2 minus x1, 3 minus 6 whole square plus 4 minus 1 whole square. So nothing but root of 3 minus 6 is minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus 1 is 3 square. So minus 3 whole square is also 9 and 3 square is also 9. Nothing but root 18. Again root 18 can be written as 2 into 3 into 3. How I wrote 2 into 3 into 3. Take a prime factorization. If you want to know, take prime factorization. 18 can be divisible by 2 table. So we can cut by 9, 9 2s are 18. Again 9 by 3 table, 3 3s are 9. These are all the prime factors. So 2 into 3 into 3. So that's why I have put 2 into 3 into 3. For one pair, 1 3 will come out. So 3 inside the square root, we will have 2 3 root 2 units. Take this equation number 4. And this is not enough. We need to find the diagonals also. Okay, from 1 2 3 and 4 we came to conclude that AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA. Don't stop here. We need to find the length of the diagonals also in order to show it the coordinates are square. If the diagonals length varies, it is not a square, it is a rhombus. Okay, then diagonal AC distance we need to find. What is the coordinate of A? A coordinate is 3, 4. What is the coordinate of C? 9, 4. Okay. Using using the again the distance formula, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So when we substitute the values, x2, this one is x1 y1, x2 y2. Using pencil you can write down as x1 y1, x2 y2. So that's why you will not commit any mistakes. Okay, 9 minus 3, 9 minus 3 whole square plus 4 minus 4 whole square. So we will get 9 minus 3 is 6 square, 4 minus 4 is 0 square. So no issues because of 0. 0 will not change anything. So 6 square is 36. Okay, or we can directly cut the square and cut the square root and the square. Okay, root of 36 is a plus or minus 6. We can remove the negative value because distance is always positive. So we can write simply 6 units. Take this equation number 5. Similarly, another diagonal BD. So from the diagram it is very clear. Non-consecutive vertices A and C are non-consecutive vertices, and similarly B and D are non-consecutive vertices. So these two forms diagonals. Okay. So what are the coordinates of B? B and D. B is 6 comma 7 and D coordinate is 6 comma 1. So this is x1 y1, this one is x2 y2. Again the same distance formula. Using the distance formula we can find the length of the sides and diagonals. X2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So x2 minus x1, 6 minus 6, 6 minus 6 whole square plus y2 minus y1, 1 minus 7, 1 minus 7 whole square. 6 minus 6 is 0 square, so no problem, plus 1 minus 7 is minus 6 whole square, so we should not worry about 0. Minus 6 whole square is also 36, because minus 6 into minus 6, minus minus cancel, minus into minus plus, 6 into 6 36. Again plus or minus 6 we can remove the negative value because distance is always positive, so nothing but 6 units. Take this equation 6. Then we can conclude from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 we can write sides AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA, and diagonals AC is equal to BD. Hence ABCD is a square. Finally we can write Champa is correct. Okay, because they have asked in question find which of them is correct. So Champa only said ABCD is a square, but Chameli disagrees. So finally we need to conclude these sides and diagonals are equal, hence ABCD is a square and Champa is correct. Okay, thank you. Let's see the next question in the next class. Thank you.